Alright, so welcome back everybody. So in today's video, we're going to be going over the best settings in the Modern Warfare 2 beta. Now, it is still end of weekend 1, but weekend 2 is coming up and it's going to be big, especially since it's going to be for basically every platform, Xbox, PC, PlayStation again, and open for everybody for the people that didn't pre-order during the weekend. So this is big. MW2 Beta is big. It's really good. So these settings are pretty important, and there's actually a good amount of settings in this year and a lot that you have to change if you do want to do things like slide cancel and yada yada yada. But before we get started with the video, if y'all boys could drop a like button, it really does help out these YouTube videos and helps this go a long way. And thank you. Now let's get started with it. Now here, there's this new feature called quick setting. Now the quick setting is you can actually put settings on here that you want to just have quick access to, and you can have up to 15 of these. You could just remove them. On the bottom left it says right there, triangle, remove from quick setting, 7 out of 15. The ones that I put on here, I kept the monster volume, my sensitivity whenever I want to switch it real quick, so I don't have to be going through here and then scrolling down here, and then my FOV, and then that's pretty much it. That's the only ones that I kind of always am sort of changing here and then. Maybe like the ADS sensitivity. And the way to add this is, let's say I want to have my button layout preset. You just press triangle and then it favors it, and then it goes on to your quick access settings here. So, and then to remove it, you just press triangle again, boom, and then it goes away. So I think that's a pretty cool feature that they did. So take advantage of that in order if you want to have some quick settings there. But let's get started with these controller settings. Now we're gonna go over the basic ones, and then we're gonna go into advanced. Now I play tactical flip, which basically I slide with the right stick and then I shoot with the top bumpers. I've been playing like this for a long time. I recommend everybody to try it out. If not, there's always other things like bumper jumper, if you'd like to play like that, or stick and move, bumper ping flip. I think that's a new one. So we'll see what kind of combinations y'all could do this year. And that's that. Stick layout preset, I always keep this default. Controller vibration, I like to have it off, especially just for also with trigger effect. I like to have it off, kind of just it kind of bothers me. Some people may like the immersiveness on the PS5 controller, but me personally, it kind of throws me off whenever I'm actually trying to win or trying to actually go hard. So I keep that off. My sensitivity this year, I'm having it on 9. I don't know. Yeah, I was kind of playing early on 8, and then 9, and then 7. So it kind of around here. I always try to keep it below going up from very high. I don't like to play very high because then it kind of goes a little too much for me. But since there is FOV this year, it kind of switches things up. So sensitivity is all on your how you feel the game. ADS sense, this is when your ADS, the sensitivity when you're ADSing with your gun. I have mine to 0.90 because it is a little bit fast on 1. So I just slowed it a little bit down. I might even go down to 0.80, and then you can customize it with the ground vehicles, third person, and then air vehicles, stuff like that, whenever that does get implemented. Vertical aim axis. Now actually I have no idea what this is. I think this is just the camera movement on the vertical axis will be inverted when on foot. So I don't want nothing inverted, so I just keep everything on standard. So that's standard. Aim down sight behavior, that's regular. Play on automatic tactical sprint. Now if you want, if you're not a fan of this year's no slide cancel and don't want to spend the time to learn it, then I don't know if you want to have automatic tac sprint on, because it kind of does throw me off a little bit when I did play with off than when I didn't play with on. But I play with on just because you do move faster, so I'm keeping it on for a while. I'll see how it goes, because you know the new slide cancel way. I'll show you what settings you have to change in order to do that in a quick second. Equipment behavior, hold, that's regular. ADS, oh no, actually I think this is okay. So this is one of the settings for the slide cancel. So regularly I think it's on ADS plus melee or off. I'm not entirely sure which one's on. But the one that you want to put is ADS. Now this one makes it faster when you slide, because you have to ADS and press X in order to slide cancel. Like very quick. So if you have it to double tap ADS, then you're gonna have to double tap it. But if you have to regular ADS, you just have to ADS once and then press X, which is faster. So we're gonna go over that in a second. Prioritize interact. This is basically contextual tap from MW 2019 Warzone, whatever. So this is basically contextual tap for y'all. So boom, I put that on. Apply all. Whoa, that we don't have Warzone yet, so we can't use that yet. So let's go into advanced. Now advanced, it's kind of where it gets a little more in depth here. Target aim assist on, aim assist to default. I actually haven't tried the other one, so feel free to try it. There's another one called Black Ops, which is a traditional aim slowdown near targets used in the Black Ops game. So actually, I might try that one soon, or maybe this weekend coming up, because this I didn't even know about that. Aim response curve dynamic, always been better dynamic, especially in these close range maps and MW2 this year. Pretty sure dynamic, unless, like I said, unless you're a sniper, then maybe linear, but dynamic's definitely the way to go. ADS sense, multiplier focus, have this on 0.90. Like I said, it's kind of like the same thing before, like the focus when you're ADS. Instant, I have this, I kept this all on normal, kept that all on normal. Dead zone. Now dead zone matters on your controller. Now whatever dead zone for me may not work for you, because it all matters on your controller. It's basically you want to put it where as low as possible, but where it doesn't move by itself. So if your controller has dead zone and it still has dead zone on 0.8 but doesn't have dead zone on 0.10, the 0.10 is your sweet spot. Anything that goes above like 15 or 20, 25, then you probably need to buy a new controller, because at that point it's pretty it's not accurate. It's not gonna be accurate from when you touch it. So yeah, just kind of keep that in mind there. Max, you always want to max out the dead zone there, but for the minimum, you always want to have it as low as possible. But till you're not getting stick drift. Sprint, tactical sprint behavior, toggle, I think that's normal. Auto move forward, off, and then my tactical sprint, double tap. Well, this doesn't really matter since we have automatic tac sprint. Grounded mantle, automatic airborne mantle, and then automatic ground mantle all need to be off if you do want to slide cancel. All of these three kind of go into effect if you do want to slide cancel. If you do not, but if you do, then you want to turn all three of these off, have them off, and then we're gonna go over that in the whole slide cancel thing in a second. Next, inverse slide and behavior, I just kept that on standard, and then the rest of these are, yeah, these are just standard. Weapon mount. Okay, so this one's another one. Weapon mount exit delay, you want to put this on short. I think regularly is on long, so you want to put this on short in case you do accidentally mantle or mount on a surface, then you could get away from it shorter, faster. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it for these advanced settings. Most of the important stuff, really. Double tap, danger, things like that. That doesn't really matter. Next, we're gonna go into our graphic settings. Now, I turned on-demand texture streaming on PS5 just so the game can look a little bit better. Kind of helps out a little bit. World motion blur off, also with weapon motion blur. You could try it on if you want to have a little bit more smoother gameplay. Film grain all the way to 0. Depth of field, I have it to on. Personal preference. If you don't like the way it looks, then you could turn it off. Fidelity CAS makes the game look a little bit more sharper, so I do have that on. I don't know, I think I turned it off by accident. You want to have this on, especially if you're on PS5. I do get a little bit better. Game looks a little bit better, and I put it to 99. Field of view, I actually went down to 109 recently. I was playing on 120, but I don't know if you guys know that whenever you go above 110, you actually start losing aim assist, especially visual. So I go around 109, and it's not bad. It's not that bad. You just don't want to be on 80 or anything like that. So 109, 110 around there. But if you go over that, then you do start losing aim assist. Play unaffected, obviously, and then weapon field of view for third person on wide. So the weapon does look smaller. It does take up less of your screen. Excuse me. And then third person field of view on 90, biggest for third person there. And okay, that's for like Warzone. Brightness 50, and then safe area the smallest, so you don't have to look all around. And then this is kind of just volume. Headphones, if you have headphones, you want to be on headphones. Bass boost, I have my master volume to 80, music volume 20, dialogue 60, effect 70, hit marker on 80. And then this kind of sorry. This is kind of just like voice chat things and stuff like that. All kind of how your situation works. I like the classic hit marker sound. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it for these settings. Kind of like the HUD display settings, crosshairs, a lot of personal preference things that you could change that I like. They added a lot of new settings this year. Telemetry, this is the thing on the top left if you want to see your FPS and your server, your packet loss, and system clock. So I have that to essentials. I like that one. And if you want to have the connection meter to see your in-game latency, then you can have that on. And yeah, man, little things like that are pretty pretty nice, and this kind of just cross-play and then whatever of your network. So yeah, y'all, this year a lot of new settings. For the slide cancel, like I said, when you slide cancel, you're gonna slide, and then you're gonna press ADS, and then you're gonna jump. It's a little complicated. No, well, not really. It's kind of like last year's, but with an extra step. We'll see how it goes. But hey, for the settings this year, I think there is a W. A lot of new settings, a lot of customizability, especially for console players. And I hope this transitions to Warzone. Let me know what y'all think about these MW2 settings for this year. And I'll see y'all boys later. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you this weekend.